The stigma is the receptive tip of a carpel, or of several fused carpels, in the gynoecium of a flower. Description: the stigma, together with the style and ovary, comprises the pistil, which in turn is part of the gynoecium, a female reproductive organ of a plant. The stigma receives pollen, and it is on the stigma that the pollen grain germinates. Often sticky, the stigma is adapted in various ways to catch and trap pollen with various hairs, flaps, or sculpturings. The pollen may be captured from the air, from visiting insects or other animals, or in rare cases from surrounding water. Stigmata can vary from long and slender to globe-shaped to feathery. Pollen is typically highly desiccated when it leaves an anther. Stigmata have been shown to assist in the rehydration of pollen and in promoting germination of the pollen tube. Stigmata also ensure proper adhesion of the correct species of pollen. Stigmata can play an active role in pollen discrimination and some self-incompatibility reactions that reject pollen from the same or genetically similar plants involve interaction between the stigma and the surface of the pollen grain. Shape: the stigma is often split into lobes, e.g., trifid, or may resemble the head of a pin. Shapes may vary considerably. Style: the style connects the stigma to the ovary. It may be absent in some plants. In the case the stigma is called as sessile. Styles are generally tube-like, either long or short. The style can be open or closed. Pollen tubes grow the length of the style to reach the ovules, and in some cases self-incompatibility reactions in the style prevent full growth of the pollen tubes. Studies have shown that in some species, including Gasteria, at least, the pollen tube is directed to the micropyle of the ovule by the style. In irises and others in the Iridaceae family, the style divides into three petal-like style branches, which are flaps of tissue, running from the perianth tube above the sepal. The stigma is a rim or edge on the underside of the branch, near the end lobes. Style branches also appear on Diotis, Pardanthopsis, and most species of Moria. In crocuses, there are three divided style branches, creating a tube. Hesperantha has a spreading style branch. Gladiolus has a bilobed style branch. Freesia, Leperosia, Romelia, Savannosiphon, and Watsonia have bifurcated and recurved style branches. Attachment to the ovary may be terminal, lateral, or gynobasic. Bibliography.